Hello, my ICTA students. This document that I've prepared on the screen here, all I did was type in memorandum, but made sure I had no spacing turned on, and then I pressed enter twice, which you can see. Okay, I'm going to press enter one more time, and I'm going to put in 2 here. And now, okay, caps lock was on, so 2. Now I want to set your tab, and we want a left tab. Remember at 0.9, 1 tick before the 1. Okay, so there's the 1 tick before. Press your tab key. I'll send it to myself. And, all right, I'm going to press enter twice and put in from, colon, and we'll put in your name. I'm going to make something up. Let's see, Bill White. Okay. And then press enter twice and the date. Now, when you put the date in, remember you always insert the date. You never type the date in. So you go to insert, you go to date and time, and you choose the 3rd date. And don't say update automatically, okay? So 3rd date, press enter twice, and now you want to have subject. All right, and press your tab key, and the subject is going to be shapes, okay, because that's what we're going to talk about. This is part 2. All right, so now I'm going to press enter about 3 times here, and you've learned how to do borders, or you're coming to learn how to do borders. So I'm going to stay on this paragraph symbol right here. I could be on this one. Doesn't really matter, but I'm going to go on this one, and we're going to go to your home tab. And now we're going to go here to borders and shading. Now, all I want is just a plain thin line. It's a 1/2 point. You don't need any coloring or anything. We're just going to put it on the top of that paragraph symbol, okay, on the top. All right, so there's my border line. All it is a separator, nothing else. And then you would be here and you would start your memo, you know, whatever you want to say. So I'm just going to type some junk. That's good enough. All right. Okay, so now I want to put a shape in here, and this is a shape you haven't done before. Okay, so I want you to go to Insert. I want you to go to Shapes. Now come down here, and you see callouts. Okay, and you see this shape called line callout 1 because it's got 1 arm. Do you see this shape? It's got 2 arms. This one's got 3 arms. And these ones actually have accent bars. You don't need to worry about them right now. I want you to play with this one, okay? Line callout 2. So we're going to click on it and watch. I'm going to click, hold, and drag. Okay, so do you see? It's a shape, just like your other ones, okay? So let's go to Shape Fill. And I'll say we'll fill it with, oh, yellow's sometimes hard for you to see. I'll go with the gold color, okay? And now our line color, yes, I want to go with the pink. Now it's a little bit thin here because I want you to be able to see it. So I'm going to say go to weight and choose, let's go with that weight. And then there's no excuse, you can see it. Okay, so the same thing applies, okay? It's in front of text, so it's not going to push your text over. And that's because this icon says in front of text. All right, now watch here though. Here's the difference. Do you see you can drag this out? You can drag this out. You can drag this up. And this little arrow here is called a pick. And you're picking the dot and you're moving it, okay? And I can go down here. I can drag it down here. And you can say, well, no, I think I want it down further, Lee. So drag it here. And I'm going to drag it over here. I'm going to fit it right in here. Or maybe I want to point to shapes. This is what this is all about. Okay, so there I want to point it to shapes. And watch now. You can put this way out here, but that wouldn't make sense, okay? So you kind of want to have this attached or closer as you can to this. So I'm going to say bring this over, but we're going to bring this, make this more straight or straighter. And, okay, I want to come here, get this, and I'll bring this over. All right, then I'm going to pull mine back just a little bit here so I can get it straighter. Okay, there, I've got that. And now here, we'll put in here, this video is about shapes. Okay, so there's my text. Now, can I size this up? Yes, like you did, but remember, when you do that, everything else changes. So that's how easy it is to do a shape. And all it does is give you control as to where you want to put the lines. Now, on this line, we can also have another option here. We can have arrows. So watch, I'm going to right click, okay, format shape. Okay, format shape. Now, remember when this came up before, and remember the mistake in the video that I made the last time? Make sure I'm on shape options. I don't want to be on the text. I want to be on shape. And I'm just going to stick with a solid color. That's okay. So I'm going to go down to line here. Now, my line is pink. I'm happy with that. I could change the width here if I want, but I'm happy with mine. But look at here. I want you to look here at the arrows. Now, you've got 6 arrowheads that you can choose from. Choose one. Doesn't matter to me which one you choose, okay? Then you can choose the size. You've got 9 sizes. So again, I'm going to choose large just so that it's going to be easy for you to do. All right, so did you see my arrow there, large? Okay, now the ending arrow, choose a different one. Doesn't matter to me what you choose, okay? And did you see my arrow come in there? And then I want to choose, I want mine large, so I'll choose this because I didn't choose that before. So there I put a different arrow. So now you were able to put arrows on there, so it looks very good. All right? Okay, so now let's try another one, okay? So this time we're going to go to Insert Shapes. And I want to go to the 3 arms, okay? So the line call out 3. Everybody's got that? Okay, drag. All right, so now I want to go to Shape Fill. And I want to use, okay, I used just a straight fill. Okay, I'll go to Gradient, and I'll say More Gradients. And now, again, I'm making sure I'm on Shape Fill. Okay, Shape. I want the gradient, but I don't want this one. Well, I could use it. Save a little bit of time, but let's, if you want to change the colors, obviously go here, change the colors. If you don't want the radial, let's say that we want linear, and then play with the angle so you get something that you like. I'm going to change that green. I'm going to put in, I don't know, maybe blue. There, I think that looks a little bit better to me in this combination. All right, so I've got that, so I'm okay with that. If I want to change, I can change it. Or if you want to go the rectangular one, then you would go and choose rectangular, and you would say, maybe you like that one, I don't know. Choose what you want, okay? There, I went with the rectangular one. Okay, so now my line color, okay, my line color, I don't want blue and I can't see it. So I'm going to go and choose gold, and I'm going to make it thicker here. I'm going to put it up to about like that so that you can definitely see it. Okay, so now watch. Here we've got 3 arms. I can pull this arm out here. I can pull this arm out here. I can pull this arm here. Anywhere where I want to tuck it in and I want it to go somewhere. Okay? And I can bring this closer to my shape if I want. If I bring it down, it moves down. Now, I'm going to move it over here because I want to show you something. I can take my line right over here. Okay? I can take it right over here and I can put it on this side. So again, if I need to come up here and point to something, I can do that. I can move this over to this side. So now I've come up here and maybe I don't need this to go down this far. I want to get around that way. So you can move that arm anywhere that you want. All right, I want to add text, so I'm going to say hello. Oh, I missed the O. Hello, and hold on here. Way to go, Lee. All right, I've got hello, and I'm going to size it. So I'm going to select it, size it up, control right square bracket, bold it, italicize it, and you know how to do all that. Okay, and the white text here is really good on my background. I can read it. So that's a shape with, this is call out line 3. This is call out line 2. All right, so we've played with a couple of shapes. I'm going to do one more thing with you, and then I'm going to run out of time on my video. So we're going to go to Insert, Shapes, and look at this arrow right here. Okay, see this arrow, the double arrow? Okay, so you can now, when you go to draw a double arrow, hold down the Shift key so you draw a straight line. Okay, if you don't want to draw a straight line, then that's fine. Don't hold down the Shift key. But if you're going to and you want a straight line, hold down the Shift key. Or if I went to Insert Shapes and I went to the double arrow and I'm going to hold down my Shift key so that I can draw it straight horizontally. Okay, so I'm on this one. I definitely want to go to Shape Outline. I want it to be thicker. Okay, and I want a different color. So maybe I'll go with purple. And now you've got the arrowhead ends and your format shape is still up here, okay? So go and choose now a different arrowhead and a different size. And then for the other end, choose something else and a different size. Okay, so very quickly, you made a different arrow, okay? And if you did the same thing up here, okay, Shape Outline, I'm going to make it red, and I want it to be thicker, so I want to go down about here. All right, and I'm going to change an arrowhead here so I experience something else. The diamond I haven't experienced, and the size I want it large, and this end I'll put an arrow here. I haven't used this one, and here arrowhead size. I'll try this one. Okay, so there's our arrows, okay? So that's all the arrow is. Now, if you point to the double point here, you can move it up, lengthen it, do what you want. Okay, so try it. Okay, so go up here, and for whatever reason, this is where you want to place it. It doesn't matter. Okay, so all you're doing is practicing. So now when it comes time to do your assignments, I want you to, use different things, okay? And just play with each one so that you get used to using the shapes. They all work the same. If you say in front of text, they don't move your text. But if you say square, they'll move your text. So you decide what you want. Okay, we'll stop there. You saw part 1. This is part 2, and that's all that you will have on the arrows. Then you have your other one on the borders and shading. So you should have lots of teaching videos.